Hey friends, I hope y'all are having a fantastic day today. If you're new here, my name's Alicia, and this is what my family had for dinner this past week. On Sunday night, we had a black bean chicken taco soup. It was supposed to be something different, but I didn't get all the ingredients for what I was supposed to be making in my grocery order, so we just made do with what we had. So I started off with half a pound of dry black beans, and I rinsed them really well and sorted through them. I added in 1 chicken breast, a little bit of chicken bouillon powder, and a packet of taco seasoning. I'm adding 5 cups of water, and then I'm going to pressure cook that for 30 minutes and let it sit for a little bit. So about 30 minutes before we were ready to eat, I went ahead and shredded up the chicken. You'll notice it got dyed black because it cooked with the black beans. I also added in half of a large can, or the same as a small can, of petite diced tomatoes, 2 cans of corn, and 3 ounces of cream cheese. I thought that I had a full block, but I didn't. Then I just let that sit until we were ready to eat, and then I stirred it all up. We made some homemade tortilla chips, and then we had cheese, tomatoes, and onions on top, and it was delicious. On Monday night, my husband made a rolled meatloaf. He had seen this recipe somewhere. I'll see if he remembers where he saw it. If he doesn't, then I'll see if I can find one to link in the description box. But all he did was just made up a regular meatloaf mixture with breadcrumbs and eggs. And then also onions and bell peppers. And then he flattened it out on the tray, put some cheese on top, and you see him here rolling it up. He baked it in the oven and flipped it halfway through. And then he wanted it to taste like a cheeseburger meatloaf. So the glaze for the top, he just mixed together ketchup and mustard. And then after he flipped it, he put the glaze on and let it finish cooking, and he made some potato patties to go with it. He baked some and he fried some. That's why they look different, but it was all delicious. The center of the meatloaf was like gooey and cheesy, or the cheese was gooey, or melty. I don't know, but either way, it was really good. Tuesday night, we had enchiladas casserole. And I got this idea from another YouTuber. Her channel name is Texas Country Wife. I'm going to link the video that she made hers in. She made hers different than I'm making mine because she used chicken and green enchilada sauce. I'm using red enchilada sauce and beef. So I'm starting out showing y'all how I like to make my red enchilada sauce. You start out with an onion and a bell pepper. This time I used red. Normally I use green, but we had a red one that needed to be used up. And then half a stick of butter. Normally I just add a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. And then a whole lot of garlic that I minced up. Some onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, chili powder, oregano, parsley. And then I'm also going to be adding garlic salt. Instead of just regular salt, because normally I don't buy garlic salt, but it was a substitution, and so I'm just trying to use it up. And then a little bit of paprika, some water, because we're going to be adding in the chicken bouillon to make it like chicken broth, and then some tomato sauce. Normally I use those little tiny cans of tomato sauce, but I had a big can, so I just used a little bit of it. And I'll be using the rest of it later in the week. So I'm just going to let that cook for a while until everything is nice and cooked, like the bell pepper and onion is soft. To my meat mixture, I just browned up a pound of ground beef. Then I'm adding the other half of the large can from the taco soup to it. And in a minute, I'll be adding some cheese to it as well. For the other part of the mixture, I'm just mixing sour cream with the red enchilada sauce. I think you're just supposed to use a small can's worth of enchilada sauce, but you'll see I definitely use quite a lot more than a small can's worth. I think I might have used a little bit more. sour cream too. But anyways, here I am adding the cheddar cheese to the meat mixture, and I definitely had more liquid in my meat mixture than I needed. I'm just going to spray my pan and then arrange 8 tortillas on the bottom. I'm using yellow corn tortillas. And you'll see at first I kind of mess up the way that I arranged my tortillas because I'm going way too far up the sides. And I was wondering how she got 8 in her pan, and it's because she didn't go all the way up the sides like that. But I readjust them in just a second. And then I'm just going to start layering the casserole. So now that I've got my tortillas arranged, I'm going to put half the meat mixture down, and then I will put 1/3 of the sour cream mixture down and spread it out really well. And then I'm going to put 6 tortillas over the top of the meat and sour cream mixture, and then I'm going to put the other half of the meat and another 1/3 of the sour cream, spread that out, put 6 more tortillas, then the last 1/3 of the sour cream mixture and all of that cheese, and then I'm just gonna bake it in the oven until it's nice and golden brown and bubbly. And this was fantastic. Way better than rolling out each individual enchilada, in my opinion. Everyone loved it. You should really go check out her video to see how she made her chicken one, because I'm definitely making that one next. And this was very delicious. So once you get the casserole out the oven, it's wise to let it sit. You can see it looks delicious. We could not wait. That's why it looks like this. But it was so good we couldn't wait. Wednesday night we had a chicken and stuffing casserole. So I just cubed up 1 chicken breast. I'm going to arrange that in the bottom of my casserole dish in a minute. But I'm adding to my bowl 2 cans of cream of chicken, and then I will add 1 cup of milk, 3 cups of water, and some chicken bouillon powder to make the water into chicken broth. And then I will pour the gravy mixture over my chicken and add 2 boxes of stuffing mix to the top of it. Once I get all the stuffing on my casserole, I'm just going to bake it in the oven at 450 for about 25 to 30 minutes. You just want it to be nice and bubbly and the top to be nice and crispy if you like that. If not, you could cover this with tin foil. You could also mix the stuffing into the gravy mixture before putting it on the chicken. I made some Instant Pot potatoes to go along with this. I just peeled them, chopped them, put a little water, seasoned them, then mashed them. I cooked it for 7 minutes in the Instant Pot. Here's our casserole after it was complete, and this is what my plate looked like. It was delicious. Thursday night we had spaghetti with garlic toast, and I didn't put any meat in our spaghetti because normally we don't like that. But I did put several vegetables in the sauce, like carrots, onions, bell peppers, all that good stuff, and my kids told me that I was not fooling them, but it was really delicious anyways, and I thought that was really funny because they were right. They were very obvious in the sauce, but it was really delicious. Friday night we had these Frito taco pie kind of things. I made some taco-y mixture in the Instant Pot with some ground beef, taco seasoning, onion, garlic, and the rest of the tomato sauce from before, and we just served it over some Fritos with some cheese on top, and it was very delicious. Saturday night we had this really delicious soup that I made for a budget challenge, and this is kind of like a spoiler for y'all, but you don't get to see how it's made until I post the budget challenge. But it was so good. It had so much flavor. I can't brag about it enough, but then again, I love this type of stuff, rice and soups and stuff, so really delicious to me, and I think y'all will like it too. Jesus loves y'all, and I love y'all too. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.